This video is all about annoying Ben.
It's true.
And somewhere along the line, we end up making a lemon posset and homemade strawberry jam.
We've been asked to make homemade jam loads. We're going to do exactly that, but because it is so simple, we're also going to serve it with posset. So lemon posset. Again, 3 simple ingredients. Start off with cream. 600 ml of cream goes into here.
Sure. You almost put it
I almost put it in there. It doesn't really matter. There's 2 sorts, but you can use either one. I need 3 lemons, zested and juiced into there. So zest and juice into the bowl.
Wow, tangy, okay.
Tangy indeed, but tangy is compensated with sugar. Okay, so we've got the sugar which is going into our cream.
And this is for our posset at the moment, not the jam.
That's the posset. So warming up cream and sugar in a pan, and then we're adding in the zest and the juice. Meanwhile, Jamie, we're going to do the jam.
Yep.
Which is equal quantities of soft fruit and sugar.
Okay.
Simple as that. So, Jay, if you can just hack up some of our strawberries,
They're
put
big
them into there.
strawberries.
They are big strawberries, but you're going to hack them up to make them into smaller ones.
What actually is a posset?
Posset is a little bit like a syllabub.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And
guess what the next question is? Ben, what's a silly bub?
It's like a frangina pan.
What basically what we're doing is a set cream dessert. So it's a bit like a panna cotta, which you then set with gelatin or something like that. This is a version that's the acid and heating up the cream that means you don't need to add gelatin, but it's a similar kind of set cream consistency. Equal quantities of strawberry and sugar, and just to make our jam extra special, half a vanilla pod.
Oh, nice.
So if you can then just do the usual along there and scrape out the seeds,
Yep.
that'll be perfect. And if you just squeeze that in through there, and we won't get any pips.
Actually, here at Sorted, we test all our recipes.
At least once, if not more.
And I have had this recipe before, and it was incredible. It was so good, in fact, I decided to take one home with me on the train.
I remember because we walked to the train station together and it was about a 10-minute
We
wait.
don't live together, this isn't a thing, just to point that out.
You commute together.
We waited about 10 minutes for the train.
Yeah,
So we had to sit down.
I took my lemon posset with me to the train station, put it on the chair, and when the train pulled in, I jumped on the train. Only about 10 minutes later, I realised I left my lemon posset on the train station.
No.
In front of the whole train. And of
Yeah.
course, those words, my lemon posset, don't really seem to go off down very well, do they, really?
No, not really. Not in North London where everyone else is like, blood.
My lemon posset! I left it on the station.
I've got the vanilla ready to go in.
Splash of water and bring our jam up to a boil. Let it bubble away for about 15 minutes and then pour it into a jar and let it set.
Oh, that's easy. It's quite clever.
And you should sterilise jam jars, things like that, so they keep them preserved. But we're going to use this so quickly in the next couple of days anyway, we're not going to bother with that.
Loads of jam on
Even
toast and silly bun.
Easier.
Yeah.
As soon as the cream and sugar is bubbling, you want it to bubble like that for about 3 minutes. Okay, and all loads of water will come off. It helps to sort of thicken it later on, but don't let it boil over. Okay. Meanwhile, we can finish off our jam, which just needs to come up to a bubble, and then sort of lots of bubble.
Yeah.
Needs to come up to boil and bubble away for about 15 minutes.
Is it a silly bubble?
Silly bubble.
Right, lemon juice and lemon zest
Yep.
go into our cream mixture,
Do it.
and the acid in there will help to thicken it when it sets. Right, lemon posset, pour it into a jug just because it makes it easier to decant in a moment. All that's left to do is pour this into whatever mould you want, glasses, ramekins or jam jars,
Train stations.
or platforms, yeah. There we go, and then they need to go into a fridge for about 4 hours or so to set.
Cheers.
Just pop them down here for a moment.
Cheers.
Well, they're like,
So they set.
that's quite nice, actually. There you go.
Silly bub.
Sorted.
I would suggest you leave it in the fridge for about 4 hours to set. In the meantime, the same thing with our jam, which you can see is really jammy now. That one I don't suggest you drink.
Boiling
No.
sugar. Yeah.
So that can then go into our jam jar, like so, and can also be left at room temperature to set, and then later on into the fridge, and then we can come back and serve up our lemon posset homemade jam.
I'm looking forward to this one.
There we go. So a set
Put it straight.
jam. Just to show you that it's set, you see.
That's
But
the way we demonstrate jam.
only just set because it's got that real kind of jammy consistency.
You know they do that in jam factories as well. Is that jam ready?
Yeah, ready?
Yeah, it's ready.
When will you two grow up?
Never!
This is a seriously awesome dessert, perfect for the summer months. It would be rude not to finish it off with a little sprig of mint.
This time I get to eat it.
But there we go, a lemon posset with homemade strawberry jam, sorted.
I'm taking this one.
Are you? What, the whole one?
The whole...
That is really good. I'm sorry I took the mickey out of you for being a silly bub.
Now I'm really gutted I left my lemon posset on the train.
It's good, isn't it?
That is
That's
so
gutting.
nice.
That is incredible.
I think it's the epitome of British dessert.
Well, seeing as Barry and I have never heard of it before, I find that hard to believe. But I do really like it.
I understand the theory. Strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
Very
Lemon
Wimbledon.
posset, which is very British.
That jam is lovely. I can't believe how easy that was.
Very simple. And just enough vanilla to make it a bit different.
Oh.
I'd really like to know what your favourite dessert is.
Me?
Not you. You.
Oh yeah, you guys, yeah.
Tell us on Facebook. Just put, my favourite dessert is...